What's good, everybody? We are doing our Justice League readings today. So we are looking into criminal cases. So in these readings, we're going to look at kind of like at the backstory of what led to this court case. We're going to look into the current situation of your court case. We're also going to look into the strengths of the defense and the strengths of the prosecution. We're going to get some advice, and we are also going to look into possible outcomes of the situation. Okay, guys? All right, so let's just jump into it. And cards just went flying. Okay, so in this first court case, we're talking about somebody who may be already in jail. So this could be somebody that you're a family member, somebody close to you, a friend. It could be somebody that you know that is currently incarcerated. What led to this court case was with the Hermit in reverse. It's like repeating past mistakes, okay? Repeating past mistakes. What were these mistakes? So this could be something that they had gone to jail before for doing. What are these past mistakes? We have Page of Cups. Has to do with the child. And then we have the Three of Wands. What's the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups and the Three of Wands? Okay, yeah, so like I said, it could be your child. You're waiting to hear, you're hoping to hear some good news. But let's look at this. That's what I want to see. What is the... Okay, we have the Lovers. So somebody who is currently incarcerated. It could have been something to do with a relationship. I'm not sure just yet. It could have been something like a domestic violence thing. And it's something that's happened before. What's the Lovers? Sorry. No. Okay, so it could have been a situation where there was somebody could have stepped out on a relationship, and when that was discovered, it caused a tower moment, and so that's when the conflict arose. Somebody was trying to hold on, like the person that got cheated on, or well, it could have been somebody who didn't want to let go of the situation, and it caused some chaos. It could also, this situation that happened could also be affecting their work. Okay, so that's the backstory. Okay, so that was the backstory. So you could be the mother, you could be the wife, but I take it more as a mother-child. So the mother's trying to figure out what's going to be the outcome for their kid when most likely it was a domestic, yeah, with the Six of Swords Six of Cups in reverse. We're talking about a unstable home life. Okay. All right, so let's look at the present situation. What is the present What is the present situation of this case? As of right now, how does it stand? It's costing money, and it could be affecting, it could be costing you a lot of money, and it's causing you to struggle. It's taking a toll on your finances. Present situation. So you want to know if you should keep investing in this, in their defense, maybe. If you have to invest money, you want to know, is it even worth investing in, maybe? The current present situation, yeah, it's a situation that's leaving you almost like in a state of financial lack, and it's causing you a moment because you don't know if you should just walk away from this situation, if you should just give up this fight. And you don't want to do that. It's almost like you feel responsible because this is family. But if judgment is called, yeah, you want to know, what the judgment is going to be in the situation. So that's the current present situation. You're wanting to know what's the outcome going to be because it's causing me some financial stress. Okay. So let's look into the strength of the defense. What is the strength of the defense? The strength of the defense talks about family, and with the Chariot could be maybe the family part of this dynamic. Like I understand if it's a relationship that has had some difficulties, and that's what led to the court case. What it's saying, the thing that the person that's in, going to court has working for them is that they have a strong family behind them that is willing to help them, help them make the necessary changes that they need in their life, right? What else can you tell us about the strength of the defense? So that's something that they have working in their favor. But again, if these were past mistakes that they had done before with the having someone else in the mix. So if you are gonna come in and say, we will help them, we are here to support our person, our, my child, then what is gonna, what it's saying is that you're gonna need to, I don't want to say you need to, because this could be a grown ass man, a grown ass woman, and they're responsible for themselves, but maybe help them to see that the way they behave lands them in this situation, and it's going to continue to happen if they don't make the necessary changes that they need and get that guidance that they need to heal the things that this person keeps hidden that creates burdens in their lives when we're talking about their home life. And because of that could be affecting their finances too, and their happiness, because they haven't healed that. So that's what your person has working in their favor. But it's going to be up to you if you want to take on that responsibility. You know what I mean? It's difficult to have to continue to parent a grown adult child as if they were young, but it could very well be that they're emotionally immature because of things that have happened in the past. So I need to look at that, okay? So that's something that they have going in their favor. Let's see what the strength of the prosecution is. What do they have that you need to know about? What kind of information do they have? We have the Nine of Cups. So they're feeling pretty confident. They're feeling pretty look at, I don't know if you can see, like, his face is kind of seems smug, right? They're feeling pretty confident. What is, they're feeling confident, and then we have the Hangman in reverse. They're feeling, I want to say like they're feeling smug because it's almost like they're gonna play off the angle that this person is always playing the victim role, and they feel like that's gonna bring them the victory. I don't know what they have on them, on your person, but like I said, if it's a repeated behavior and they've been in trouble before about for the same reason, they could be feeling really smug, like, well, this isn't the first time, you know, this person likes to play that victim role, and they feel like that's what's gonna bring them, that's what's like the final nail in the coffin for them, for your person, and they feel like they're gonna have the victory. So that's the energy of the strength of the defense right now. So they're feeling pretty confident playing that angle, that they play the victim role. Oh, well, something always happens to me, and when these bad things happen to me, I act this way, right? And it can be very much true that that's what happens. And so, again, going back to the strength of the defense, it's more like something that they have going for them in an energetic sense, like that even if they convict them, this person still has that, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. So that was the energy of the prosecution. They feel very confident that they're going to have the victory. So let's get some advice, okay? Let's get some advice for the defendant, and then we'll look at the most likely outcome. What is the advice for the defendant? What is the advice for the defendant in this case? What is the advice for the defendant in this case? The advice we have, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and we have the Chariot for the advice. So the Five of Wands, or Five of Pentacles, talks about worry, isolation, financial loss. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and this is somebody who is very free-spirited and is very impulsive. And then we have the Chariot. So the advice is we have the Two of Cups at the bottom with the Devil underneath that. We're talking about this energy that this person is in of isolation has happened because of their impulsivity when it comes to toxic relationships, right? So that's why there's a need to make a change, to really look at how this person behaves and why they behave the way they behave, and how they keep ending up in situations, because this is a past repeated mistake that this person makes when they get into toxic relationships. They get angry, they get, they're very impulsive when they get angry, and so they rush in with violence, and that's, with the Chariot, it's saying there's a need to change the direction of your life, needing to look to end those ways of being, to have a new beginning, a new cycle, to improve your life. Okay, that's the advice. Any final advice? Any final advice for this group? Any final advice for this group? Any final advice? Okay, so it's saying, final advice, when you're able to really do that introspection of why you are the way you are, you're gonna have a new relationship that's gonna be more successful for you, and it's going to be more fulfilling, is going to come in. But there's a need for you to take the time to invest in yourself. Okay. So let's see what the most likely outcome of this situation is going to be. What is the most likely outcome of this situation? What is going to be the most likely outcome of this situation? We have the Queen of Cups and the Six of Swords. We have the Five of Cups at the bottom. The most likely outcome for the mother. There might be a need for you to move away from the situation, and that's bringing you a lot of sadness. What's the most likely outcome for the defendant? Sorry, guys. The most likely outcome for the defendant. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Most likely outcome. With the Five of Wands in reverse, we're talking about harmony and problems being resolved. A new outlook, and a new direction is going to bring a new passionate beginning in something okay. So after I'm saying working on a new project, I was going to say working on, like, feeling this urge to create after coming out of a situation where it might have not been, it could have been disappointing, the outcome could have been disappointing, but having a new outlook on the situation is going to bring opportunities for this person to create something, okay? So we turn our pain into power. So when we overcome things in our life, it gives us an opportunity to create something where we can take the lessons that we have learned and help others in those situations. Okay, so even and I'm not saying that you're gonna go to court and everything's gonna, magically be okay. No, there might be a conviction, and what it's saying is, sometimes when we get into those legal troubles, sometimes, you know it's a consequence of something that we did. And if these are things that we're constantly doing over and over again, then there's a need to look deeper at ourselves as to why we do what we do. And this is what this person is needing to do at this moment. So any final advice for this group? It's time to have your child grow up and hold them accountable for their mistakes. And as the parent, sometimes we need to let our kids deal with the consequences they got themselves into. It's not the parent's responsibility to constantly rescue them, because we just enable the bad behavior. So what it's saying is there's a need for you to make a decision to cut out your part in this, especially if it's something that has been, it's a repeated pattern. This person might have to spend some time in jail. But by you holding your ground and cutting them out and forcing them to grow up, it's going to force them to have a different perspective on things. And if you want to support this person, help them look at the things that may be contributing to that behavior. And it may require you to mend some things, or even heal things that you as the parent have done to your child to create these issues that they suffer from as adults. A parent's job is never done, but the type of work that we do should be changing. We shouldn't be having, childish issues with our grown-ass adults. And if that's happening, then we have to go back and look at that. And a lot of times as the parents, the reason why we enable these behaviors is because kind of deep down we know that we're the cause to some degree of why they behave this way. So if you really want to help your child, it might be a need for you to start kind of looking at that too, not just at your kid, but looking at yourself. So that's the advice I have for you guys. I hope this helped, and we'll see you guys next time.